wasn't planning on doing a video just now. I'm on Stones West. I figured out how to get through the door earlier using stalking probes, so I don't have a key for it. And I was just planning on XPing in here, right? So nothing special. I didn't think I would bother with a video. But it turns out that West is it's not incredibly tricky, but it's trickier than I remembered it was going to be. Mainly because I need to use a lot more mana on my charms, because Cajoling Whispers doesn't work on most of the mobs that are in here. Most of the mobs are above level 46. So I have to use Allure instead, and it costs a lot more mana and casts more slowly than Cajoling Whispers does. So on top of that, and some more charm breaks and everything, it's been slow going in here. I've gotten this far. The entrance to the wing is up around this corner. I've gotten this far before getting 2 respawns right on top of me already, and I'm kind of just slowly working my way through. But since it looks a little different than when I'm soloing in North and just pulling gobs of things and just slaughtering all of it, I figured I might as well turn to recording on to make a video. I would like to get into this room to get the key for the back of West, but at the moment I'm not sure. I'm very unfamiliar with West. I don't know where pathers spawn. I don't know where pathers wander to. I know there's a number of pathers in this hallway that go back and forth in it and potentially go down this way. There's 2. This is the second one that I have alive here still, and that skeleton was the first that have respawned that I've seen. So I don't know if there's more than that. I don't know if it would be unsafe for me to try and clear a room of 4 mobs right now without doing some more clearing out in this hallway first. I think I can pull these 2 without aggroing the stuff that's down below, but we're about to find out. Yeah. So it's a little interesting because I'm just unfamiliar. You can see I've got both of my... I think I can still cajoling these guys. I think there's different names. We'll find out. I've got both Theft of Thought and Wandering Mind loaded right now because I'm trying to maximize my mana regen. I guess I'll root this guy, dispel that specter that's out there, and bring him back and try to root him next to the golem also, and hope that I don't get more repops on top of me here. Apparently I had him slowed also. So, working with this. It really sucks keeping Wandering Mind up. I only have 1 spell slot to swap for Tosh, Berserker Spirit, Rune, Lull, Charm. It's brutal. But I kind of like that, the extra mana regen. It's not anything like Theft of Thought. I mean, Theft of Thought is like better than Clarity 2. It's like 20 plus mana per tick when you can keep it up all the time. But it is... Wandering Mind, if it's up all the time, it is another like 6 or so mana per tick, so it's basically like an extra clarity on top of anything else you may have had. So it is a pretty significant addition when you're pressed for mana, if you can afford to use it, and I'm trying to make it work. I'm just going to charm the Bile, let him kill that thing. Actually, I might slow the Bile massively and hope that these 2 die similar times, and try to set up shop in this hallway. I want to say that there's probably only 1 pather that comes back down here. I'm not sure about that, but hopefully that would be nice. And then I could, just killing the 2 statics that are spawning right behind me, then I can just worry about 1 thing coming down this hallway to bother me. And if I can get set up here, kill the pathers, then the hallway up ahead, and the 1, 2, 3 static spawns, then I can get into this room here, where a name spawns and where the key for the back of the wing is. Oh no, I slowed the wrong one. God, I'm a retard. No, I didn't. Ugh. When I get out of sorts, I get out of sorts, apparently. I'm hurting for mana. I really need to get my hands on something that I can mana drain. It's possible that the method that I usually use to solo, where I charm things and let them get low and then kill something, the grinder as some people call it, is not the best way to go about things in here right now. Might be better off trying to keep one very powerful pet and working like in this hallway where I have quite a bit of room, and letting the strong pet regenerate by blurring him. There's a more simple reverse charm method where I could find like the toughest thing I can, haste it up, give it a weapon and everything, and then I just feed pets up to it against it and keep it fettered all the time, and then one pet at a time just run them into him and let him chew them up. But I think that's good. And just finish off the pet as they go and just keep him rooted all the time. But that was a lot safer thing to do before, when roots lasted forever and never broke early against things of a certain level. Before, it used to be that if you were 60 and you toshed and rooted a level 50 or lower mob, it would never break root early. If Tosh wore off, it would break early sometimes. If it was above level 50, it would break sometimes. But generally, yeah, you could rely on Fetter lasting for 3 minutes on a lot of different mobs that you encountered, no matter what. It was beautiful. It was overpowered. It made sense to be changed. But, being able to Tosh and Fetter something, especially a mana NPC that you could Theft a Thought every 2 minutes, and you can go pee and without logging out, or clearing charm, like it could be your pet that you're just keeping parked in place until the next spawn cycle. It was great. But so I'm a little skittish about doing that now, because hasted pet with weapons that's level 49, if a Fetter wears off as a respawn that I'm not expecting pops on me, it could get ugly. My daughter's coming in to say hi again. She's been playing in the backyard because it's so nice. What's up? So for now, I'm just going to mat up here and see what respawns. I don't really know if those two pathers that are killed are the only ones that are going to be in here. I did have a pretty big fight right when I dropped down into the wing, with at least two pathers aggroing me back there, so it would make sense if those were the first two that spawned. There might be one more. I think there is one more over here. Yeah, okay. I think I'm clear now. I think there's two pathers that wander in the hallway up ahead of me this way, and there's one that goes back and forth here and maybe rounds the corner a little bit. I aggroed that third pather when I was fighting just around the corner, and I killed the first two originally way back by the drop-in, and then re-killed them just now. So I might have a few minutes until there's a respawn in this hallway, and then I'll use him to clear the stuff up ahead of me. I'll probably stop killing the mobs that spawn behind me. I just need to be mindful of how far back I can sit without aggroing them. The ones that spawn right here and right here. I'm too close right now. But and then once I get a little feel for that, I can work on clearing this room back here. I don't remember if anything wanders all the way into that room, and it's a pretty small room, so I don't really want to fight in it if I don't have to. There are no names up in here right now. Trash over there. Trash in here. I think this is the placeholder for the name. Good thing about this room of 4, you can AoE mez all 4 mobs at once by standing in the right or targeting the right one. It's kind of nice. I'll get meted up to full and wait to see if I get that repop in this hallway, and then see how it goes from there. Definitely a different feel than being in North, where everything's face roll. But hey, the stuff in North started to turn green at 58, and I hadn't noticed until I was like 30-some% in, because I don't con mobs very often. And I conned something and noticed it was green. Most of the stuff's still blue, I think, but I figured I might as well move up to West and try my luck in here. And I seem to have remastered using stalking probes to get through doors, because I did it on this door. South here I come eventually. I mean, I got 2 fucking keys for south corpsed anyways, so I shouldn't need to use stalking probes, but I'm pretty paranoid about being able to corpse run myself if I need to, so important to be able to get through the doors without the keys, just in case, because I have a stalking probe in my bank. I'm going to recast some buffs here, I think, while I'm waiting, just playing it safe until I'm sure that I'm correct about where the pathers are. I have set up, I've formerly been using my numpad is assigned to the cast spells, like this. Like these were the defaults, and then I also assigned numpad 1, numpad 2, numpad blah 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 blah. Fizzles were annoying me, so now I've brought out the third hotbar that Duxa UI has, and set up macros over here. Not macros, whatever. It's a social. So that when I hit numpad 1, it uses this, and it'll try to cast Fetter 3 times. So that way I can almost always avoid fizzles being a problem for me. Because even if I get a fizzle, the game will be trying to cast a second time before I could react anyways. Although I tried filling it up with 5 to begin with, and that was a bad idea because it actually takes enough time to try to cast 5 different times that I would misclick and I would try to duck out of it, and then when I stand back up it would still be trying to do the 5th cast and it would start casting the spell again. I get quite a few UI related questions on the videos that I've done, and I try to usually answer them in comments on YouTube when I get a specific question. But since somebody asked me a very general, do you have a video where you cover your UI setup recently, I figured I might as well do it right now while I remember. So this is I think this is Duxa UI. It's been a really, really long time since I've set it up. I've had images saved on my computer that I load into a RAM disk for P99 for years now. So it's been a very long time since I got it originally. But there's a Duxa all-in-one installer on the forums that you can use to customize, and it lets you control model, old versus new models, and all kinds of other stuff like that too, I think. You know, it's not a hell of a lot different than the regular UI, I don't think, except that you got a little bit of different stuff going on down here, like how your bags, you know, are all, your inventory is accessible right here, and your weapons and your range slot and stuff. So if you actually click things all the time instead of using hotkeys, you can do it from here more easily. Like I click my hat out of here if I need to, stuff like that. The biggest things that I've probably done with my UI is I have all spells going over here in this nice big window so that I can see when NPCs are trying to kill me, stuff like that. And then I have combat set up into these 2 small windows, and I have it set to just number only. So like you can go to, there's a repop. You can go to hit mode here, your hits, number only, and do that. So then I have colors, you know, red is me getting hit, and then I think I might have a special color for me hitting, but that doesn't happen very often on an enchanter since I don't have a Rod of Annihilation anymore. Although maybe someday I'll have a Staff of the Silent Star. That would really please me. But so I have my pet's hits a certain color in here, me getting hit, me hitting here, and then this is others, see, me, others. So this is everybody else, and that way this helps me sort out what's going on in the melee without needing to, I think I'm going to snag this golem here, hopefully get him solo. Yeah, I've hit him with AoE mez in case I got an extra coming, but it was just the one. So I'm pretty sure this is one of the mobs I can hit with Cajoling Whispers. I believe these guys top out at 46. Anything that's got the same name as something in North, I think, stays at 46. Although sometimes the stuff with the same names in North spawns higher as the placeholders for names, so who knows. But anyway, this lets me sort out. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong buttons for my pet hotkeys because I swapped them out a little bit. It lets me quickly see when I'm getting hit without. My daughter's coming back again. Hold on. What's up? Okay, well, I can help you with that in a little bit. Why don't you go play outside for a little more, and I'll come take care of the TV. Sure. So you might hear some background noise as my daughter plays on the computer that's next to me here. I'm not sure if my mic picks it up or not, but my daughter wants me to tell you that her name is Madeline. And she wants me to tell you how she spells her name too, but I'm not going to, just because. Anyway, so it lets me very quickly get an eye on, I think these are good spells for now. It lets me quickly get an eye on when I'm getting hit, how hard I'm getting hit, because how hard I'm getting hit helps me know what level things are, how hard other stuff's hitting. You know, like the enemy there is level 45 because he hits for 120, and my pet is, I don't know, I haven't seen a max hit out of him yet because I'm too far away. For whatever reason, pet hits don't display as far as NPC hits do. So these two are both level 45. That's most of what I've got going on in my UI here. I mean, I got just some random hotkeys over here to control loot. Random things that I click when it's not too pressing. I like being able to position my pet with hotkeys, but I also click sometimes, since you can click in the middle of a spell cast to get what you want, but not. Maddie, you gotta turn the computer on. What are you crying about? Come on. This isn't the first time you've used a computer. That's pretty much it, really. I wish the sides of my screen were more open than they are, so that when I'm peeking around corners and stuff in third person, I'd be able to see better, but I don't have enough room I like to have enough room in my chat windows that I can actually see what's been said recently, especially since I spam things a lot. And that means that I have to put some stuff up on the sides here. I guess I could move this over a little bit so it's not right on the edge, huh? And then I often have these windows closed because, or not even open at all because I don't need them. Looks like it's almost time to kill some pets. I think that right here, I might get aggroed right here if I sat down from those mobs back there, but it'll be pretty close. I am going to get hit by my pet when I'm this close though, so I'm going to try to back up a little more. Boy, these two really took a long time to kill each other. Oh, there's the respawn I was waiting for, huh? Need to watch out for the other one, because the other one, I don't want to get harm touched if it respawns too quickly. I think they were spread out a little bit, so I should be okay. See there, I had a fizzle and it picked up the next cast. Oops, no, tooth. This guy's gonna break. No, hold on, Manny. I'll turn it up in just a second. I'm busy too, okay? Finally finish off this dude. And then kill the second one down here when he respawns. Maybe that was the path of that respawn right there, though, actually. Maybe it's not one of the statics. I didn't notice where exactly he spawned. It would make more sense if he was the pather, because I killed him in the fight that pretty much was killing the mobs I just aggroed also, so. What's not working with it? Okay, I'll show you what button to click. Boy, this single spell slot is really brutal. There, is it working good? Click this little button right here, the little square.
Did it make it bigger?
Yep, the little square. Okay, managing a 3-year-old playing on a computer and me also. Alright, now let's see about progress here. Killing some more stuff and trying to get into that room. So I killed that golem. Guess I'm getting this skeleton. I'm not going to pull him back very far because I think the other stuff up around the corner isn't going to come here. Or if it is, it's just a couple pathers. And that way, when those two respawn, I should be safe where I'm sitting here. Oh, boy, one swap slot is frustrating. But the extra mana is nice. Oh, save must be nearby. I knew he was around somewhere. I don't know if he's coming into west or if he's in south. He's probably in south. Maybe not. Can you, I'm curious if you can hear my daughter playing little learning games on the PC next to me while I'm not paying attention and getting myself beat up. And she's apologizing, I think. Yeah, I heard you, Manny. It's okay. Well, at least when something like that happens and I burn a bunch of mana, recharming and rebuffing and everything, I can just go Wandering Mind. Bam. Tons of mana, just in case I train myself somehow. Now I'm ready for it. Other than the fact that I only have one spell slot ready. Give him a little slow to try and keep him and my pet dying at close to the same time, so I don't need to use as much mana to finish them off. Well, slowly figuring it out over here. The XP might be a little better per kill, but I definitely am killing things a lot more slowly than I am in North, because I'm not doing the grinder so much. If I were more familiar with a location, the area, spawns, respawns, I could probably kill a little faster, more like I do in North. No, Maddie, don't hit the keyboard like that. Especially if I figured it out well enough to keep Theft of Thought and Wandering Mind up, because it really does give you quite a bit of extra mana. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Good thing Fetter casts a quarter second faster than Root does. Mm, 136 int. I watched the stream Paradox did, Heels to Dar did, when Paradox was doing the plate room in Kale last night, and I was super jealous to see like how much mana. I mentioned this before in a stream, I think, how much mana Heels to Dar has. Like, I pay a price to get my charisma that high with cheap droppable gear, you know? Stuff like this. The boots and my hit point cloak, you know? So my int and my mana really suffer. It's usually not a big deal, because usually I don't bite off of so much that I can't chew it in one go. I usually don't run out of mana in a fight, and that's the reason I die. Usually I run out of hit points because I didn't have enough time to get up runes, or I had too many charm breaks, or whatever. Let's see how far down this little oblation comes. I hate these guys. They're better. I don't know. I don't know if I guess I hate the Helat skeletons more, because they're necromancers. Dots are a lot more of a pain to deal with than nukes, for sure. Alright. I'm gonna send this guy to suicide into the room behind me. I think that I should be good on respawns and stuff to break this room. Grab the key that's in there and see about moving further back into the wing. I am actually gonna, I forgot that I actually don't need to send my pet charging in. I can AoE mez, but then stuff's not grouped up enough, so I am gonna send my pet charging in. There, I think stuff's grouped up enough that I'll be able to see what's going on. Oh, back. Derp. Seems I won't be able to keep an eye to make sure I actually mez 4 different targets. Did I just lose buffs or did I get dispelled? Huh. Guess my junk buffs and something else all wore off at the same time. Oh, Ago. Oh, rip. He will be missed. I don't think any Pathers come all the way here. Sit. I'm telling my pet to sit while he's fighting to interrupt his attempted spell casts, because I don't want him breaking any roots, and I'm just going to let him die so that I can handle what's left in here. Maddie, don't yell at me, please. I'm on the thing. I'm talking. Didn't expect this guy to break Fetter early. I figured one of the other ones would, because this guy's lower level, I think. It's unfortunate, too. I was just about to charm this guy and hoping I could get XP for him. Apparently he's higher. Oh, he's probably the placeholder, I guess, isn't he? That would explain why he broke early. He's probably like level 49. I'm gonna have to let him die too, because I need to recast buffs. That wizard in there makes me a little nervous, because he could very easily dispel my pet when he runs out of mana to cast anything else. So I'm gonna... Come on, pet. You can hit him. You can do it. I'm gonna try to keep the oblation. Uh-oh, that's a hard touch. So much for that Pather not coming all the way over here like I had hoped. I'm gonna keep this stuff in here AoE messed for a sec here. Flirting with disaster, only having one little rune up. Shit, and then I just tried to thought the wrong mob. Oh, at least it doesn't use it though. For whatever reason, I thought when you try to thought the wrong mob, it still uses the mana up on you. I'm gonna charge in there, I think, after this. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna sneak in quick to steal mana from this guy. Well, I'm not dead yet. That's good. Damn it. Ooh, that's loud. Sweetie, you gotta turn it down. That's too loud. Hold on. Yeah, certainly no situation to be fiddling with my daughter's computer right now. Okay. Well, Toughen it out. I don't want to be sitting here long enough that the two static mobs right behind me repop. Hopefully my pet can finish this thing off. This guy doesn't have mana though, does he? Oh, he does. Thank goodness. Maddie, not so loud, please. I'm sure it's great fun for everybody listening to hear me talk to my daughter while I'm also doing this. I'm using Big Rune because I don't want to die. I think I'm close enough to the pit over there that if I got harm touched to death instantly right now, I would still be able to drag my body from below. So I wouldn't have to worry about fighting all the way back into the wing to save myself. I just have to fight into the basement and drag my body down. But I still would prefer to avoid that if at all possible. Well, I'm going to get a little bit of XP for this guy anyway. So fights like this are definitely the reason why this wing is not as much XP for me as North would be. I think I'm gonna try to go into the room now in case these respawns aggro through this little cliff right here. Damn it. Getting smacked all the time. Oops. Oh no, I'm gonna be rooted. I'm just going to sit close enough that I can stun this guy if he tries to cast anything I don't want to get hit by. Take my chances with Gravity Flux. Maddie! You're being too loud. No, that one's going to... Oh, good. Thank you, Pet, for interrupting that. I didn't want to get AoE'd. I am gonna get full XP for my pet here. I feel bad not getting some XP out of this whole ordeal. Oh, I'm gonna get nuked by that oblation. Ooh, not like I have any fire resist at all, so I got lucky there. I'm gonna charm the oblation so that way I don't have to worry about him. Hopefully he's low enough. He's probably not gonna be low enough. And then I can slow this guy since he's got more HP if I need to help make sure my pet wins the fight. I just gotta, I can again make my pet sit if needed to get him to not break roots. I think my pet's gonna need a significant amount of help to win this fight. Maybe not, but I think he's almost out of mana, and he's not gonna be nuking the shit out of this guy when he's is he? Now is he? Ooh, my buff's losing clarity. I gotta put that in the slot. Don't have Berserker Spirit. Clarity's gonna be in the wrong slot. Yeah, my pet's only level 44, and this other one's 48, so he's beating the poop out of him. Berserker Spirit behind her in 5 is almost wasted, unless I really get wrecked, so... I don't know if I'll just see if I can. I think my pet's still rooted, fortunately, so... No, I was wrong about that. This is annoying, trying to juggle all this. I'm going to charm him and let him finish my pet. so that I'm only going to get partial XP, but then I'll kill this guy for full XP and have a little time to met up in this room, I think, somewhat safely. Keep backing my pet off every time he hits or gets hit to try and slow down the number of rounds of melee he's getting in versus this guy. Couldn't resist. I can't let that XP go to waste when he's sitting at 0%. Oh, now I still can't Berserker Spirit though, so hopefully my... let's forget that for now. Hopefully my Dementia doesn't break this guy's root and then get me beat up here. Keep that ruin as intact as possible so that I don't have to recast it. Those precious Paradots. Perfect. Ooh, this might not kill him. Come on, kill him. Son of a... and of course it broke Fetter too. Oh, what you gonna do? So I have a little while anyways to met up, but then I'm going to have to probably fight out of here by the time I get myself buffed back up and everything. Yeah. Because I got lots of mana I need to burn on buffs right here to get... I guess I still have Rune, technically. Not a lot of juice left in it, though, probably. Alright. Put a Berserker Spirit up when I lose my Wandering Mind, and I'll see if I can get out of here in one piece, and then work my way to the back of the wing. Best part about this coin, it clicks Chloroplast. I can't, with 1,253 hit points, I can't afford to rely on my hit points to save me, though. I need to keep Bedlam and Rune 3 if I'm feeling frisky, or Rune 5 ideally, up all the time. You know, I just die too quickly when I rely on my hit points, so Chloro is a nice thing to regenerate if I do get in a nasty situation where I get beat up, but I can't afford to take hits on my hit points and rely on this easily replenished coin to regen me instead of just avoiding damage at all by putting up runes. I'm going to go Gnome so I can see through walls to see what I'm getting myself into when I move out of here. I'm actually even going to put Berserker Spirit up right now instead of, even though I think the room is safe, instead of waiting, because Harm Touches hurt, and my Rune 5 is almost gone, I think. So it doesn't look like the two mobs there have respawned yet. That Feaster, I think, is the Pather that goes up and down the hallway. Yeah, I think so. Maybe I should make my break for it right now. Get out there and kill the stuff in the hallway while I have a chance to escape without... Oh, no, I take it back. I thought I was good. Oh, I didn't. He must have either just respawned or I missed him. Pretty sure this guy's gonna move. Maybe not, though. I thought the static in the hallway was a little farther ahead than that guy, but is that second static mob right there spawned? I can't see through. Crap. I don't trust this wall as a barrier. Maybe I'll just see about lulling. And I'm just going to use, no, I should use calm. Calm and lull, I use lull sometimes because it has a faster recast, faster cast, it saves mana. But calm has a much more significant effect. Lull doesn't really reduce the aggro radius by a lot. It lets you walk past stuff if you've got a little room to work with. But if you're going to be practically bumping into the thing you're dealing with, then you really should be using calm instead, like I just did. So I'm gonna quickly get this guy picked up, and then hopefully before he gets any aggro, move down the hallway to the left and kill the stuff that's down there. I'm gonna stand up just in case. Sitting when you've got a pet charmed causes stuff to aggro the pet from farther away. Hey, save. What are you doing, buddy? Leave my mobs alone. Save knew I was back here. I told him, he asked if I was going to the boss room, and I told him I was trying to, but it would be a matter of whether I managed to last until I get all the way back there. So he might be coming to do it also. He likes to kill the skeletal Procurator, I believe. If he wants to go back there, I'll just chill here and XP a little bit more before I stop the video and go play with my daughter some. Save's boycotting talking to me today, apparently. He's a fun dude. He's an endless source of tricks for being an enchanter. It's ridiculous. He is probably the source of most of my trick-based enchanter knowledge, and a lot of the knowledge I have of different locations is indirectly from or directly from Save. Whether he taught me himself or he taught Lorraine and then I watched Lorraine when I was first learning how to be an enchanter. The dude's a pro. Healthy slow on this guy. Actually, maybe not. The Warbone's probably higher level. maybe it won't take as much to keep them even as I thought. Yeah, save, like I said, he's definitely got a ton of tricks up his sleeve. He discovers all kinds of crazy little mechanics that I would never think of or discover myself, but he's picks them up all over the place. And he's a nice enough guy that he shares them with me, although he does prefer that most of his secrets stay out of public knowledge, I think. It's he considers it bad enough that I stream the soloing that I do, and that it can cause, the areas that he likes to hang out in to be more populated with people who maybe wouldn't have done it, maybe wouldn't have who maybe wouldn't be soloing in these places if they hadn't seen someone else do it and gotten some tips or tricks. But anyway, he's fun. So for now, I'm just going to keep my XP rolling here. Sounds like he's going to kill the placeholder up there, and then bugger, I got to reroute him next to my pet. Haha, that was nice. Sometimes color flux is a pain. It's the low-level stun that enchanters get. It's a very short duration. However, it's very cheap, and it's a very fast cast. So while it's tricky to use it and then cast like an AoE mez, because it's a 3-second cast, it's not so bad to do a regular mez. It's pretty easy to do a fetter, but the timing on that one was just right that I managed to stick him back next to my pet without getting smacked around myself. So this hallway, I believe, is pretty safe right now. I don't think I can stand this close or so without getting aggroed. And the pather that's in this hallway just spawned and I'm killing right now. And the static mobs, one of them is getting killed and the other one is dead. So I've got a little time to work with in this hallway where it's relatively safe. Forgot he was still. Slowly making XP. I got about 6-7% since I started in here, I think. I'll just hit this guy with 2 discordant mines, probably. I might. Looks like I'll get another wandering mind on him too before he dies. I warned Save not to show off any cool tricks that he doesn't want my viewing public to see. And then he just keeps leaving that door open so that I can see in there. Yeah. Boy, it's a dangerous spot over there, man. I can't believe I think he prefers to solo in here instead of in South for some reason. And I don't understand why. I think it's easier to get to the names in South. They drop way more stuff. And I think it's safer even. Like, you deal with summoners, a lot of the trash can summon instead of only the named guy. But, I think I probably needed a new shield. But, boy, it's a lot. There's safe spots in South, and there's a little more room to work with without a huge zerg, a huge swarm of mobs that are going to train all the way around and make an even bigger swarm by the time they get to you, sitting just, feet away from where we're killing things. I prefer South. That's probably why West is my least familiar wing. You can get almost to 60, or you can actually get 60 in North if you want to. And if you don't have to spend much time in West solo to get there. And I could probably be in South right now at 58. It'd be pretty nasty. Doable. It'd be a lot more doable if I had like a Wand of Allure, so I could bail myself out of a sticky situation when I really want to secure a kill on a named or something. But it'd be rough, but doable, and obviously there's some loot in there. Definitely when I'm 59, I should be in South. 60 doesn't gain me any spells that help me fight in there. It just gets you a little better odds with resists. I will be right back and 60 seconds. I think I'll be safe. I'm back. So I guess if save is we'll see if he actually wants to stay back there and keep working on the Procurator. If he doesn't, I'll take him. Procurator? Procurator? I don't know. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be moving back there. I think it looked like save ran across there. Oh no, there's one mob I do need to lull. That makes me a little nervous. We'll give it the old college try. Look at all those skeletons just waiting to run over here and harm touch me. Asshole golem. Oh, come on. Good thing I got a lot of charisma. There we go. Okay, so I don't know if there's more live mobs up here, but that might be the only one. I don't know why save is chain stunning these things. Oops, just noticed that cajoling whispers was unsuccessful. Was it? Well, I guess it broke already. Well, maybe he doesn't have these all charmed. Oh. I'm gonna yoink your kill save. I don't even know what he's doing over here. He probably doesn't mind whatever I decide to do. Is he casting a gravity flux? Oh, levitate. How does he still have mana when he's chain casting stuns? It's not my position to question the master. I do kind of wonder what he's working on here, though. He's a fun guy. Whoop. I guess he did have both of them rooted. Apparently they're slowed. Boy, he really went all out with the mana on these things, huh? Heck, at this rate, I'm going to get another chance to Theft of Thought this guy. I'm just going to let the pet kill him. I don't even know if there's... He probably killed everything. Oh, I guess not. Ooh, ooh. Go, go, go. Yes. Whoa. Oh, he's good. He's probably gonna tosh and root everything before I even get to it. Fucking healing skeleton though, he's no fun. I don't know if it's just because there's two of us here, and it's sometimes hard to have two enchanters working in the same close quarters, or if Save plays. I know he plays differently than I do. I feel like sometimes he's super reckless, and sometimes he's super cautious. And I feel like right now he's being super cautious. I mean, he's stunning, he's AoE mezzing everything, like even though it's all rooted. Maybe he's standing too close and he's gonna get aggro, but. Healing skeleton. Ugh. Necromancers. It's almost as bad as shamans. Well, no, probably not. It's probably not really as bad as shamans. I'm just gonna call this a power level, I guess. I'm just gonna muck things up if I try to help, I feel like. So I'll just... Well, it was a good time to recast Rune 5 probably, though, while I got Theft of Thought up and almost full mana. There's still something more in there. What's... Maybe I'm just hearing these other mobs that are kind of nearby. Well, he's being super cautious right now, like keeping the heal at Mez, and although I guess if I were being smart, I would keep the heal at Mez right now too, on account of, oops, I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill him with one of these. Maybe it casting dots. You know, it's one thing to let a wizard be uncharmed and just keep an eye out for the really annoying spells like dispels and AoEs. It's probably another matter entirely to let a necromob go berserk on things. There goes an acid hole, or maybe a fear. I should probably put resist magic on, huh? Stop casting spells. Now you're gonna get him killed. God, necros. Nasty mofos. Let's figure out what spells I need here. One of those mobs is level 49 too, and the other one's 47, so they're both... Or... I don't know. Never mind. I'm confused. I can't tell if he's gonna need help or not. Warbone's got at least one dot on him, but it doesn't look like it's ticking too hard. Can't even call this a solo video. Save's doing all the soloing and just letting me kill stuff. Another life tap. Oops. Yeah, he was dotted, I guess. Jesus, that dementia didn't even kill him. I think my buffs are good for... excuse me. Okay, so that's most of what I needed to know is where the pather that spawns back here spawns. There's no way I'm going to be able to avoid him unless I know the timer. Like I think there's a pather that goes in the hallway like this, and there's a pather that goes back into the room here, and this guy goes back and forth. Something along those lines. Oh, maybe there's only two, sounds like. So if I knew the timers, I could be standing down here to when this guy spawns so that I don't eat a harm touch right away. I think the placeholder for the names is probably due very soon. Oh, he's got a longer respawn, I think, than the rest of this wing, though. I forget. He's a Shadow Knight, level 51, and he spawns right in front of the platform right here. But if that was the first thing over here that save killed, I'm pretty sure he has... I don't know how much longer it is, but it's definitely a longer... Like, most of this wing is... all of Howling Stones is like 16 or 19 minutes or something like that. It's quite a bit faster than like Sebulus's 27, 26-ish, whatever. But for whatever reason, this one named has a longer respawn than everything else in this entire zone except for Fort Drusilla. Save actually invited me to a team. Guess I was wrong. So it sounds like the respawn on that guy's the same. I don't know what respawns first out here. I think I might just go chill in the room in there and hope that... No, I don't think the trash is 21. Maybe it is. I'm just gonna wait in the room though and try to, you know, just catch him. Well, no, then I'll eat a harm touch and I won't have a pet. I'll just chill right here and see what respawns. It's probably been at least 15 minutes since he was killing the name placeholder, so... Yeah, save. I actually was in A-team for a little while, and then I left because I think I'm going to be seeking... Oh, look at that. I actually had enough fizzles in a row that my stupid macro didn't even save me. And then another one? Crap, that's crap. Although it looks like I only fizzled 3 times and I needed to use the macro twice. Huh. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and join a, you know, one of the the casual raiding guilds, because as much as I would love to see all the crazy loot and bosses that are in Velius, and I know that the casual guilds don't see that, I can't hang with the big boys, so to speak. Aftermath and Awakened, you know, I'm not even 60, I have no resist gear, I have no clickies, and I don't have enough time every day, especially not in long chunks like I would need if I were really going to raid, I think, to get ready for that kind of crap and do that kind of crap. But hopefully one of the casual guilds, maybe Paradox, I could go hang out with Heels Didar. Instead of watching this stream, I can see it firsthand for real. Will be interested in having me tag along on things, and then I can mix up my usual, you know, solo with some group and raid activity too. That'd be fun. I think all my buffs are good. Just chilling, waiting for respawns. know where they pop. Don't know when they're going to be back. Guess while I've got the mana, I might as well throw every random buff I have on myself that could be remotely helpful. And that's it. Well, I guess I could like use Fire Elemental Illusion instead of Gnome or something. Hey, at least it wasn't a Harm Toucher. Make sure I'm not getting drained. I'm not. Cool. Forgot my timing here. I was talking to save again. I don't know if I can snag this guy with caduling or not. Well, I know he's higher level than 46, which means he'll be perfectly suitable for killing the placeholder, whatever it is that pops. I don't know when exactly. I kind of assumed that save, the first one he killed, was the named guy, but maybe that's not the case, so I'm gonna... Good lord. Maybe I'll just keep this guy rooted here. This guy must be high level, because he's not pleased with me trying to charm him, or brute him, or anything else. Pretty sure I toshed him. Maybe not. I've been chatting back and forth with text, save. At this rate, I'm going to be before the named even pops, trying to just keep this guy from killing me. Tosh him again just to make sure that I got him. Nothing in here yet. Hopefully this pet stays charmed a little while this time so that I can, you know, get some mana back, not have to recast, not lose my rune before we even get a pop to kill. I guess I could take him, guard him in the room over here so that if I get a pop inside of it, I'll know right away because the pet will get aggro. Now just so long as nothing pops and breaks charm immediately, and then I get my pet and this another dude charging at me, be alright. It's definitely been long enough though that yeah, been a pretty long video, well over an hour already. Long by my standards, anyways. Not so much heals to Dar, but after I see what repops in here, I'm gonna call it good for now and go play in the backyard, probably with my daughter. It's nice out today. Anytime now. Come on. Well, at least my mana is getting back up. Saves eyes gleam with bedlam, making me jealous. Spells. Spells that I need to buy. That's another one of the things on my list besides clickies and oops. Pet follow. Pet follow. Let's see what level these fellas are. .44, 45, and Pet is 48. So Pet is significantly tougher than these other ones, but he's up against bad odds. Beating the snot out of that one. No, Pet, please, come on. Boy, it would be so great if pets listened to any kind of commands that you gave them at all. Because keeping mobs even is a lot more difficult when your pet just will not attack the way you want. I think I'm going to get him fettered in time. There we go. Charm the Feaster, probably just let him kill this. Oh no, he probably won't. They'll probably be just about even. I can use this to save me a little mana. Get Tosh in case I get ads out of the room. I think I rooted them far enough back that they won't aggro things inside, but I'm not positive. These Sepulchre Spectres are monks. They do like a strike or a kick or something. That hits significantly hard. I mean, it's not hard, but it's an extra attack basically. So they'll beat up an even level thing, even if they aren't getting any assistance. Spawns inside yet. Oh. I think this is all the stuff that wanders. I think the Spectre wanders in and out of the boss room. The Feaster wanders up and down the hallway to the right where I was, and then the one that the bile just goes back and forth in this little hallway right here. So I think it'll just be whatever else. Oops, was there something? Oh, he's moving around though. I wonder where he wanders to. There's at least 3 or 4 mobs that will be in this room. I don't know if I can snatch his ass out of there before I get myself aggroed by anything else. I actually have a fair amount of room to work with in here, I think. Should be another respawn inside there pretty soon, so. Yep, very soon. I'll let him aggro my pet, and then pet's level 47. He's going to work over this sepulcher, I think. Yeah, they're holding pretty steady. Looks like the sepulcher skeleton's 46. Probably would have been better to pull them back out of the room instead of fighting right in there. Because I think that I'm going to get another respawn in the room before these two whittle each other down, based on how closely together the other stuff has been spawning, but let's see. Save definitely did not kill the placeholder in here first, or he was wrong about it being the same spawn time as everything else. Or I killed the placeholder already and didn't realize it. I don't think so, though. I think the placeholder is a static spawn that spawns right in front of the pad here. Go fire off another root on this guy. I don't think... Oh, ooh, I didn't have as much room in this place as I thought I did, because there's a real pather in and out of that room there. I'm going to make sure I don't back up down that hallway ever, especially if I'm going to sit down. The bigger problem would probably be my pet. My pet would probably aggro him if he came running past, even if I wouldn't. I am level 58 after all, and the pets are like 10 levels lower than I am, so they'll have a bigger aggro range. I think my pet is still rooted. I would like to kill him for full XP, but don't want to try to break charm, and he's still stuck in place. And then another one spawns in there and aggroes me instead of my pet and comes... Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I'll kill this guy. Damn it. I was stuck in the spell cast and I couldn't duck out of it fast enough. I'm gonna probably give this pet weapons and haste, just on the chance that the name spawns inside, and I'm gonna help him slaughter this thing pronto. clicked the wrong one. Good thing I wasn't targeted on myself. Would have got my brand new pet going crazy on me as soon as he broke. Shit, I lost Rune too. Placeholder. Oh well. Wow, he's actually working my pet over pretty good considering my pet's hasted against a weapon. He's level 49. Shit, my pet needs help. Look at this. This dude's raping him. I can't believe how well he was killing my pet, given... I mean, he's only 4 levels higher. And my pet has got a 64% haste and 2 weapons. They should be pretty even now, I think. Ah! I always get when the fucking loot window is open, and then I get my butt kicked because I can't get out of it to cast a spell. Forgot to have to thaw him. Refreshing my rune because I'm pretty sure it's low after that little beating that I took. If I don't get aggro from anything in here before this dies, I'm gonna run out of here, kill my pet in the hallway outside, and then call it good for now. And then save can come back on later and see if he has better luck with the names getting popped. I think Dementia will kill him because he's only 45. Oop. Aha, I remembered this time. Barely. Take my torch back for future use. There's another one in there that spawns. Maybe not. I'm gonna throw up a new Berserker Spirit and then IVU myself and run through the teleporter pad. I think this one takes me back to the zone. It does not take me out of the zone, I don't think. And I should be good. Not getting killed by the entry mobs when I have my stuff up.